Hello everyone, 60 Plush Productions here, and today I've got a package. Now to you, you probably don't know what it is, but to me, I do know what it is because I ordered this. And when you find out what it is, I'll tell you about it and stuff, like how much I got it, and to find one for cheap. Because this plush it's not rare, I'd say, but it's a plush that sells for a lot of money. And I got this for pretty cheap. So let's get into it. Look. I should open this off camera. I've opened it. Before I begin, let me just say, I've been looking for this plush for nearly 3 years at this point. I've got very close to getting one, but then someone just bids a few pounds higher than me. But let's take it out. Oh my God, an actual Banjo Kazooie plush. Now, if you don't know me, I'm a really big fan of Banjo Kazooie. I'm actually stunned that I actually got this for really cheap. Now, I'll throw up the original picture right now, how much I got it for. But anyway, considering that it was a Banjo Kazooie plush, it was really, really cheap. Now, I did have some Christmas money, so I was like, yeah, I like Banjo Kazooie. Yeah, I just saw this. Why don't we buy it? Now, before I start, his tag has been cut off because, well, that kind of does take some value off the plush, which I'm guessing why it was sold for so cheap. So yeah, I'm actually stunned that I actually have a Banjo Kazooie plush, because if you don't know, Banjo Kazooie is my favourite game of all time. And I'm sorry if I'm like talking weirdly, but I have been looking for this plush for the last 3 years to get a good plush for cheap. Now, I am stunned that I actually found one for so cheap. Now, let's just get on to the plushies. Okay, first off, I will start with Kazooie. Now, Kazooie is pretty small, obviously, because she's supposed to fit inside Banjo's backpack. Now, the person who originally owned this didn't keep Kazooie in the best of conditions because there's that black on her wings and stuff. And also, there's stitch marks from where she was originally sold inside Banjo. I'm not too sure, but I think you can kind of see holes where the person who originally owned this cut Kazooie out. But still, for this to be under £50, this is just truly amazing. Now, yeah, that's all I really need to say to Kazooie, so let's get on to Banjo. Okay, now it's time for Banjo. Before I start, this is probably the most game accurate Banjo plush there is. Now, but look at how good this is. This is legitimately amazing. Okay, now first of all, Banjo has his shark tooth necklace, which the owner who originally had this might have accidentally played with him a bit too much and the glue's come off. I could easily just glue that back on. Yeah, his hair is the same as Kazooie, but obviously brown. Now in his backpack there's just nothing, and outside of his backpack there's nothing too. Now the person who originally had this, I think I mentioned this earlier, I'm not too sure, but they cut off the tag, which means that he was cheaper, because without his tag he's basically not a lot of money. But still, these are extremely well made plushies. And it's sad that the company who made these, BD&A, went out of business not long after they made these plushies. Because what if they made bottles? Because they did make a mumbo, which I probably won't get because they sell for £90 at the least. So yeah, I'll probably just make my own. Overall, I'll give these plushies a 10 out of 10 because of how amazing they look. And if you want to find one for cheap, you're just gonna have to wait. I waited about 3 years just to get a good cheap one. Now, you might say something different oh, you can easily buy them if you have enough money, but wait for a good deal, because I know a lot of people don't have the money to spend £300 on a gosh darn Banjo plush. But still, I will also be making videos with these, guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And anyway, I hope you have an amazing day, and goodbye.